Hell Has Harbour Views is a movie produced by the Australian Broadcasting Company and directed by Peter Duncan. The film stars Matt Day and Lisa McCoon, and is based on the novel of the same name by Richard Beasley. It was released in Australia on January 30th, 2005, and had 2 additional releases in Finland on April 4th, 2006, and in Sweden on December 5th, 2008. The movie was recognized for its outstanding adaptation with an Australian Writers Guild Award for Best Television Telemovie Adaptation. Although there is limited information available about the movie's plot, the film's Wikipedia entry provides a brief overview saying, while successful and primed to continue ascending the company ladder, attorney Hugh Walker is guilt-stricken by the people he and his company have hurt along the way. During a large case, he meets the journalist Caroline and the two begin seeing each other, even though Hugh already has a girlfriend named Helen. Things grow tenser after he witnesses a sexual encounter in the office, placing him in the middle of an office strife. The movie had limited distribution, much like many other made-for-television releases. The last known airing on the ABC network was on March 1st, 2008. However, it could still be found listed for sale on eBay. Despite its availability for purchase, the film had not been made available to watch online by anyone who has acquired a copy. At the time, the only online presence of the movie consists of a few stills, and a 2-minute video clip uploaded to Vimeo by Phil Basildon on July 31st, 2012. That was of course until January 24th, 2023, when YouTube user The Aussie Archivist made the surprise move of uploading the entire film to the platform, which was ripped from a DVD that they had in their possession. SpongeBob SquarePants is a legendary American animated television show that made its debut on Nickelodeon on May 1st, 1999. The creator, Steven Hillenburg, brought to life the title character SpongeBob SquarePants. The series was of course an enormous success, with 13 seasons and revenue exceeding $8 billion. On March 9th, 2001, the second season of the show premiered the episode Shanghai. The episode revolves on an anchor crashing into SpongeBob and Squidward's house, which leads to SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward ending up on the Flying Dutchman's ship. The Flying Dutchman makes the 3 of them his crew, and they go around Bikini Bottom scaring people. The Flying Dutchman eventually becomes angry with them, and decides to eat them. But after SpongeBob steals the Flying Dutchman's dining sock, the Flying Dutchman agrees to give them 3 wishes. After wasting the first 2 wishes, they are left with one final wish, and SpongeBob uses it to wish that the Flying Dutchman was a vegetarian. However, this leads to the trio getting turned into fruits as the Flying Dutchman tries to eat them. The episode was promoted as You Wish, where viewers could vote for SpongeBob's, Patrick's, or Squidward's ending. The ending that won the contest was SpongeBob's, and it would be the one shown in all subsequent reruns of the episode. The endings for Patrick and Squidward, along with the uncut version including all of the voting segments hosted by Patchy the Pirate, were released with some DVD box sets. However, the Patchy segments for Patrick and Squidward's endings were not included in these releases and were not available in full. The 3 endings in the uncut version of Shanghai with all voting material were first shown at the Sea Stories DVD in 2002, and later on the first 100 episodes DVD box set in 2009. However, these DVDs did not include the Patchy segments that would have been used if Patrick or Squidward had won the contest. In September 2016, YouTube user Dark Lucario 3000 uploaded the Spanish versions of the Patrick and Squidward's Patchy segments, but the original English audio was still missing. Then on January 26, 2023, Twitter user Lamel Pizer recorded the English audio of Squidward's Patchy segment during an airing of You Wish on Mexican television network Channel 5. Despite the episode airing in Spanish, Lamel was able to hear the English audio track by adjusting the TVD's secondary audio programming from Spanish to English. Deena and Pearl are a pair of Muppets who appeared on the 12th season of Sesame Street. They made their debut in 4 sketches on the show before fading into obscurity. Their absence is often correlated to the similarities between their segments and those of the popular duo Bert and Ernie. The 4 sketches featuring Deena and Pearl include Baby Deena, Toy Box, Underwater, and Pearl is Sick. Out of these, Baby Deena was the only one available in English on YouTube. Toy Box could be found on YouTube in Dutch, while Underwater and Pearl is Sick had been uploaded in Spanish. Then on January 3rd, 2023, YouTuber Rhino84 found the missing shorts and discovered that their English audio was still intact, and he uploaded them onto his YouTube channel. The Return of Jezebel James was an American sitcom television series produced by Regency Television and Dorothy Parker Dranke Productions for Fox. The show starred Parker Posey as a successful children's book editor and Lauren Ambrose as a younger sister, who she asked to carry her baby. The series aired from March 14th to March 21st, 2008, but was cancelled after only 3 episodes. Despite its cancellation, 7 episodes of the show are known to exist and were previously available on iTunes and Amazon. However, the episodes were previously not available online or on home video and DVD, though there are clips, TV spots, and previews uploaded to YouTube, as well as stills of the show available on IMDb. The Gilmore Guys podcast, due to its shared creator with the Gilmore Girls, has featured the show, which led to people inquiring about the episodes on Twitter. One user claimed to have access to the first 3 episodes, but the podcast's official Twitter and one of its hosts were contacted without a response. Then on February 5th, 2023, Reddit user Cuddlebuns discovered the show on their old hard drive and uploaded all 7 episodes of the series on gofile.io, finally making the episodes accessible for everyone. Space Monster Wagmogbi is a South Korean film that was released in 1967. The film follows the story of a monster known as a Wagmogwi that arrives on Earth through a flying object and begins wreaking havoc, causing widespread destruction and forcing the entire country of Korea to come together in an effort to stop it. In a twist of fate, the Wagmogwi is ultimately defeated when it self-destructs itself in a battle against the Korean forces. Despite being screened at various Korean film festivals and receiving reviews from those who have seen it, the film was yet to be released on any home media or online platforms, and only 3 prints of the films were known to exist. In 2008, a Korean graphic designer by the name of Hong Gi-hun created a series of vinyl toys inspired by several Korean monster movies, including Wagmogwi. Hong is believed to have attended multiple screenings of the film over the course of a few years, indicating that the film is still occasionally shown in Korea. As of 2022, only 15 seconds of footage from the film was leaked online, possibly recorded from a TV. Then in June 2022, SRS Cinema announced that they had secured the North American rights to Space Monster Wagmogwi and finally released it on Blu-ray in January 2023. Bluey is an animated series that revolves around a 6-year-old blue heeler dog named Bluey and her family, which includes her youngest sister Bingo, mother Chili, and father Bandit. 2 pilots were made for the show, with the first one being a 1-minute test in 2016, and the second one being a 7-minute pilot in 2017. The 2016 pilot was only 1 minute in length and focused on Bluey as she was pushed on a swing and gained momentum until she spun around and collided with her father who was not paying attention. This pilot was created in the show's creator's spare time, but it was never shown to the public because, according to John Brum, it was deemed unsafe for children television. Then in 2017, a 7-minute pilot was made and later turned into the episode The Weekend. The theme song is Pinball Les by Custard with a child voiceover saying Bluey rough rough. The cast and script were the same as the final version, but the animation was more simplified and mostly white plank walls in the house. The 2017 pilot was showcased at the Asian Animation Summit in 2017 and was picked up by the Australian Broadcasting Corporation and the British Broadcasting Corporation. Back in 2017, ABC published a news article featuring screenshots from the pilot episode of the show. Additionally, a 1-minute clip from the same pilot was also made available online that December. Despite concerns from the show's creator about the safety of its younger audience, the 2016 pilot remained unshared for several years. It was until February 4th, 2023 that the 2016 pilot finally surfaced on Twitter, after being shared by an anonymous source and then uploaded by user ThatOnePickle. Then only 6 days later, the 2017 pilot also became available via the same anonymous source and ThatOnePickle. You Can't Do That on Television was a sketch comedy TV show that was first premiered in Canada on CTV on February 3, 1979, and later in the United States on Nickelodeon on January 2, 1982, where it ran until its final episode on May 25, 1990, comprising a total of 144 episodes and 2 specials. The show was created by British producer Roger Price, who had previously produced the children's science fiction series The Tomorrow People, and was the 4th iteration of a format that originated on the British sketch comedy series You Must Be Joking. The show featured preteen actors performing comedy sketches that were centered around a specific topic for each episode. The show is known for using green slime and water dumped on the cast, which would become a trademark of Nickelodeon and remains so to this day. The show was highly successful in Canada and received even better ratings after it started airing on Nickelodeon. After its conclusion, the network continued to rerun the show until early 1994. However, an episode from 1986, Enemies and Paranoia, was pulled mid-airing as part of their channel's old school pick in 2004 due to its controversial jokes about then-President Ronald Reagan, who had just passed away. The show briefly returned in 2015 as part of the Teen Nick block The Splat, but disappeared again soon after. A reboot of the show was also announced in 2017 with Price involved, but was eventually cancelled 2 years later due to rights disputes. Of the 143 episodes that are produced and aired, less than half are available in broadcast quality today. A home media release of the show never materialized due to royalty issues, but various streaming releases have appeared in the past decade. The first season of the show is considered the hardest to find, as it only aired in Canada and never on Nickelodeon, and many of the original masters are missing and rumored to have been erased, which was a common practice at the time. In 2013, Price uploaded off-air copies of the entire first season to YouTube, but they were taken down. However, they resurfaced on archive.org on October 10, 2021. 21 episodes from seasons 2 and 3 were once available on Amazon Prime, but are now unavailable. They were added to Paramount Plus in March 2021 and can now be viewed with a subscription. The rest of the series has surfaced online due to home recordings from Nickelodeon airings, but not in master quality. On January 17, 2023, an Internet Archive user named AKFade uploaded all of Season 9 minus episode 129. Then finally a week and a bit later, on January 26th, the final missing episode, Looking Cool, was uploaded to Mega by user GragioGuy, making the entire series now found.